This story is gonna be worth the watch. I fucking promise you that. Okay, so I'm ringing this guy up, right? He's like, did that hurt? And I said, what? Because he has to be talking about one of my piercings, right? And he's like, that piercing on your lip. And I said, oh my God, it hurt so bad. He said, did you ice it? I said, yeah, I had to ice it for like a week afterwards. And he said, oh, so you looked black for a second. I'm like, what? He's like, you must have looked black. I'm like black and blue? Like, yeah. I hand him his change. I'm like, okay, bye. That was so weird. I don't even get a fucking break. The next guy walks up, doesn't miss a beat. He goes, that piercing hurt? I said, oh my God, yeah, like, is one of the worst piercings I've ever had. He goes, oh, really? Well, I had my nipples pierced back in the day. That's a piercing that hurts. And I'm like, okay, why are you telling me this? Because I've actually had my nipples pierced twice, okay? So, and my lip still was hurt like a fucking bitch. So I don't even know why you're fucking telling me this, but I was just like, okay. He's like, yeah, pain does not bother me. And I said, okay. And he's like, yeah, I had to sit for my back tattoo. It was 2 hours long, which makes me want to fucking laugh in his face because, like, okay, I'm in a long sleeve shirt right now because it was cold when I left for work this morning. So you can't see any of the tattoos that I have. Like, I mean, my fucking chest is tattooed. Like, I have a million tattoos on my fucking arms. Like, my stomach, I had to sit for 6 hours, all right? So you trying to brag that you're back, you had to sit for 2? Cool. I said, oh yeah, like my shin hurt pretty bad. He ignores the fact that I even say that. He's like, yeah, so I'll get a coffee. And I'm like, okay, whatever. So I ring him up. Like, as I'm done ringing him up, he's like, my daughter, I think she's gonna get a bunch of tattoos because her mom got tattoos 10 years after I left her. I'm like, okay. And he was like, she got tattoos because of me, because my back's tatted. And I'm like, okay. He's like, yeah, people, like, I don't look like I have tattoos. And he didn't look like he had tattoos because he's standing there in like fucking shorts and a short sleeve and I don't see any tattoos. He's like, people don't think I'm tattooed, but then I take my shirt off and they see that my back is tattooed. And I'm like, okay. And then like, I just don't know what to say. So I end up saying, oh, so I guess like needles don't bother you. And he's like, what do you mean? I'm like, oh, like getting your blood drawn. Like for me personally, I don't like getting my blood drawn even though I have piercings. And he was like, getting my blood drawn? Takes out his phone, scrolls through his camera roll. Mind you, the pin pad, I've already hit credit card because he's done fucking ordering. It's time for him to pay. The pin pad has now canceled out. That's how long this conversation's been going on. And I think the pin pad is lit up for like 95 seconds. He scrolls through his camera roll. A girl gets in line. Bless the girl who gets in line behind him because it puts maybe 1% pressure on him to go a little bit faster, but still not a lot. And then he pulls up a video of him getting his blood drawn and he has me watch the entire 30-second thing. He's like, no, look how good this is. Yeah. Didn't even hurt. Look. I literally thought I was gonna puke. I was like, ew. Like, ew. Like, I was like staring at the phone, but like not at the video, like at like where the camera is. And I'm just like letting my eyes like defocus. Like, I'm like, oh, what is happening right now? Yeah. And then he left. And the second he leaves, I look at my coworker and I'm like, was that fucking real? Like, what? And then I'm explaining the story to him and like clockwork, I look up and the guy's walking back in the building and I'm like, fuck, I can't get rid of this fucking guy. And he came back in because he had like forgotten his wallet. I don't know what the fuck he forgot. And then he left again.